Shalom, family. Good to see everybody here. Hope everybody is doing well. We're going to talk about Elon Musk and this global boycott against Tesla and SpaceX. You know, many of you might have heard another rocket has exploded yesterday. And Elon Musk, I want y'all to think about this, is running around talking about cutting jobs and wasteful spending in the government. But how is it not wasteful spending for somebody to get billions of dollars in government contracts and he's launching all of these rockets that are blowing up? How is that not wasteful spending? I'm just asking. How is what he is doing with government money with these SpaceX rockets? None of them ever makes it out of Earth's atmosphere. They always end up exploding. But that's not wasteful spending. I'm just saying. It's just unbelievable what people are letting this man get away with. For real. I think it's a disgrace. They say just from government contracts, this man makes $8 million per day for crap that's faulty. And if you look at the track record of Tesla has a lot. Those cars in the Cybertrucks have so many problems. But that's not wasteful spending, though. That's not wasteful spending. What he's doing, cutting all kinds of jobs and causing a lot of unnecessary stress, really, for a lot of people, that is okay. But nobody is questioning him on all the wasteful spending that he's doing with his companies. It's very interesting what people are willing to overlook because it's some white man with money. And that is the truth. So I have a few videos that I'm going to show you, and then we'll really get into talking about the things that are going on. Okay, let me get rid of that. Come on. Okay. All right. So the first one I'm going to show you is SpaceX. I'm going to show you that rocket launch. Okay, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right. So this is the second consecutive rocket that have failed and exploded that was launched by SpaceX. All right, so let me get a big screen here. And here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pitching that range.
Beautiful views of the vehicle on ascent, pitching downrange away from the launch tower.
Stage separation. Boost back, burn startup.
Once again, we're going to ignite first the Center 13 engines. We should see that coming up here momentarily.
Engines and startup.
This is going to come down to 3 engines as the booster slows down for its And we just heard the sonic boom. What an incredible sight to see the Super Heavy booster gliding down into the chopstick arms once again.
Stuck the landing.
Wow.
Right down inside essentially the skirt area of ship, where you can see a pretty good view of all 6 Raptors, especially those 3 inner ones, one of which we're going to hopefully relight a little bit later. And we just saw some engines go out. It looks like we are losing attitude control of the ship. Getting video down from the ship, you can see we've lost several engines and we've lost attitude control of the vehicle.
Oh. It's a meteor or one of the...
Oh, it's a shooting star.
No way. What is that?
No, it's something weird.
What? This thing's crazy.
Oh my days. What am I watching right now?
Look at that.
What
The
the?
meteor shower. That's a meteor shower.
Wow.
What is going on right now?
That is so cool. Where's my mom? Where's my mom?
And she's down below, baby. That's burning.
Yeah.
Amazing, eh? That was not a new way, right?
No.
What was that?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a rocket, a ship or something that I have no idea.
Maybe something with Starlink.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Doesn't Elon Musk do Starlink things around here?
Yeah, but that's kind of...
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the debris after the space engine exploded. It did look like a meteor shower, but that was the debris after it had exploded. And that was shot from the Bahamas. So you can see how far away from where it was launched in Texas and how it was even seen all the way in the Bahamas. Now, the last one he did about a month ago, when that one exploded, they said pieces of the rocket landed in Trinidad. So, a lot of it ends up in the ocean too, of those pieces that come down. And you know how much contamination that's doing? Well, Elon Musk was being investigated because a lot of these rocket launches that he does, they say are unauthorized. He's supposed to get authorization before launching rockets up into the atmosphere. You know how dangerous that is when you got planes flying around and he's just doing whatever the hell he wants. That's why he was under investigation. And any department that was investigating him, those are the ones that got dismantled. Okay? Yeah. So don't think Elon is doing some great service. Elon is serving himself. That's exactly what he's doing. But, there are people that want to pat him on the back. I have no idea to what he deserves a pat on the back for. So if you're saying to me, you're there to get rid of wasteful spending, then he needs to get rid of these contracts that he's getting and you have nothing to show for it after these rockets explode into the atmosphere. How is that not wasteful spending? So let's look at two things. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a bunch of videos showing raccoons are mistaking the Cybertruck for dumpsters. And they're literally trying to break into these trucks, because they're always scavenging for food. And they think the Cybertruck is a dumpster. I said, well, they got more sense than the humans because that thing is ugly. So anyway, I'm going to show you a video on that. And then I'm going to show you what happened when somebody was driving their vehicle, their Cybertruck, at Mardi Gras. All right. So let me share this and get this all set up for you. Okay. Again, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, let's get started.
Tesla Cybertrucks are now being attacked by raccoons who are mistaking them for dumpsters. It looks like raccoons think the sleek, futuristic design of the Cybertruck makes it look like a high-tech trash can. A Cybertruck owner in Minnesota learned this the hard way when his $130,000 truck was attacked by raccoons during a camping trip. After securely storing food in the Cybertruck's lockable bed, labeled by Elon Musk as the vault, the owner awoke to find the truck bed chewed to bits. However, the raccoons chewed through the cover, clearly believing the truck was a big dumpster. Photos online show the damage the raccoons caused as they tried to pry open the truck bed. It turns out that the Cybertruck's design, which resembles a dumpster, made it a target for these food-seeking animals. The resemblance between the Cybertruck and a dumpster has led to this peculiar problem. While the Cybertruck's marketing highlights its bulletproof features, there's no mention of being raccoon-proof. We don't know yet if Tesla will fix the damage for free under their warranty, or if the owner will have to pay for it himself. So if you're thinking of taking your Cybertruck camping, be prepared for the possibility of having to deal with some hungry raccoons.
Y'all, that was at Mardi Gras. That was pretty recent, where they were attacking somebody that was trying to drive through in a Cybertruck. Yeah, the raccoons are mistaking those. This guy paid $130,000 for that. I think those Cybertrucks are butt ugly. They are ugly. I sure wouldn't pay $130,000 for one. But these raccoons are mistaking it for a dumpster. What can I say? And then you saw the second video was at Mardi Gras, which is going on. And people were throwing things at the Tesla. And in fact, in the background, you could hear somebody saying, F Elon Musk, F Elon Musk. Yeah, they were throwing those beads they get out on the streets and just slamming it on that Cybertruck. But y'all, there is a global boycott on Tesla, and it's everywhere. A lot of people that are in Teslas now, be careful. They are being vandalized. People are throwing things. Is reports of people being harassed that's driving Teslas. So if you got one, or you got relatives or friends that got a Tesla, be careful out here. Be careful, because people are angry and they are going to take their frustrations out the best way they think they know how. And if that means attacking people and Teslas, that is exactly what's happening now. So be very careful out there. I know some people that might be your only vehicle. You don't have no other secondary vehicle to drive around in. But just be careful, because those cars, when people are spotting them now, I even read a story about a week ago where somebody was driving along on the road and people start harassing them for driving a Tesla. So, unfortunately, when some people start acting out, it does go overboard. And I was even reading how many celebrities that have Teslas are now selling and getting rid of their Teslas. So it is a rude awakening for Elon. It is a rude awakening for him. No, I mean, I've been in a Tesla before, and the only thing that's real notable, it's very computerized. It is spacious and everything, but I still would never want one. I would never put my money in Elon Musk pocket like that. Mm-mm. Yeah, well, they know they're faulty even on the assembly floor when they're being built, and they still will sell them. They don't care. It's about making money. They do not care. But it just goes to show you, no matter what business Elon Musk got his hands in, it's always something wrong. Even X, look at the amount of people that are leaving X and going to Blue Sky and other social media platforms, because he talked all that freedom of speech, and even a lot of his own people are now seeing that's not the case at all over there. So if Elon touches it, it's going to become toxic. That's the bottom line. So all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Elon did not have such a good week. And I notice he also is showing up miraculously with a suit and tie on. And I saw him in that. I said, oh, okay. Because a lot of people did point out how Donald Trump and JD Vance were talking about Zelensky not having a suit on, but Elon Musk was all up in there with no suit on, but he's now showing up in the suit and tie these days. And I noticed that little brat, that nose picking little boy he got, he ain't showing up with him anymore. I noticed that too. So they must be saying something to Elon Musk. So let's go back to the rocket launch, the Starship again. So SpaceX, they launch its 8th test of the Starship launch vehicle on Thursday. And, people, of course, that work for him were all excited about this whole thing. But at the end of the day, I have not seen one rocket launch and it was successful. These things usually go midair, and then there's some type of explosion, and that seems to be the norm. So they are usually launched from Boca Chica, Texas, and it seems like something happens along the way or fire breaks out, and there is this idea that these rockets will one day make it to Mars. I don't know. They don't look like they're going to make it to Mars anytime soon, the way it looks. Now, the last rocket that exploded in the atmosphere, a lot of the debris dropped down in Turks and Caicos. That was the seventh rocket launch. So SpaceX has lost its upper stage again before completing all mission objectives. The craft lost control and it started spinning before communication was lost. So the Starship, this one was the largest rocket system ever built. Its larger size helped reduce the cost of carrying a payload to space. It is also designed to be fully reusable. Well, if it explodes in the environment, it's not going to be reusable. Okay, you can just forget about that. SpaceX reuses boosters, but the upper stage of its Falcon rockets isn't returned. So SpaceX has blown up many rockets over its lifetime. However, its rapid pace of testing and they're saying that they are trying to yield lower costs in order to reach space. So space, however, remains tough for investors to navigate in terms of finding lasting financial gains. So his shares are dropping. His shares are dropping. And Tesla shares are also dropping and SpaceX too. I just can't see a lot of people continuing to invest in something that's turning out to be a complete failure, you know? And my question is, what does Elon Musk know about rockets? I mean, he just doesn't come off as the kind of person that knows a lot or have a lot of knowledge in, that kind of space technology. That's all I'm saying. Well, yeah, I mean, I saw what some of y'all wrote that, the Most High don't want that in space. He definitely don't want nothing from Gentiles up in space. I definitely agree with that. Mhm. Yeah, but as long as they keep financing this government, keep giving these big mega billion-dollar contracts to Elon, and as far as I'm concerned, I just don't see no great reason why he should be getting contracts like that, and all these rockets keep blowing up. You're talking about this Thursday, 8 rockets blew up. Eight rockets. Come on, that is absolutely ridiculous to keep throwing money at this dude. Yeah, he's the biggest welfare recipient in the world. Well, I don't know what kind of engineers they got, but they certainly don't know what they're doing. Mhm. please. If it was a black man trying to get billion-dollar contracts, you know darn well they would have every reason in the world to not give that contract. But this dude, he gets all these contracts and we haven't seen a successful launch yet. Not one. And he continues to get billions of dollars, but how is he going to run his mouth about wasteful spending? Then what the hell do you call this? So this is not wasteful spending? It is in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Right. And who determines what's wasteful spending and what's not? And I'm still having a problem believing them. Yes, I do believe the government waste a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, I think most of us know that. But how come him and Trump keep talking about this wasteful spending and all these people doing things and taking the money and all this stuff? And again, if that is what's happening, money's being squandered and stuff like that, then you should be announcing arrest. Donald Trump and Elon are not announcing any arrest of these people that are doing all this stuff with the money and wasteful spending. Well, then why don't you name names of the people that are sitting in these positions and wasting the taxpayer money? They don't do that either. And they never show any evidence to anyone that they caught this wasteful spending. They're just verbalizing it and saying it, but they're showing absolutely nothing. Now, that's where I got my issue. I'm not willing to just sit here and believe Donald Trump and Elon on that. If they got all that evidence, they should be able to show it to the American people. And they have not done a thing. Mm-hmm. So, y'all, let me see here. Monica Gregory, thank you for the super sticker. And Terry Hinton, thank you for the super sticker. I deeply appreciate your support for my channel. I'm sorry. Until we see evidence, I don't know. I'm just telling y'all, I just don't believe them. And look at how they lied to the court. They said Elon was not in charge of Doge and he was some kind of special hire and all this garbage, right? And then when Donald Trump did his speech, he said Elon was heading Doge. That's why I'm like, but you see all these inconsistencies, but we're just supposed to take their word on them catching all of this wasteful spending. I'm just not buying it. They may be seeing some, but they're definitely sensationalizing this whole thing, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. I would have done more, but guess what? They turned our power off again today. But one good thing was I was able to get the orders out. So I'm real grateful I was able to print everything out before they cut the power again. So I still got plenty of butter left. I sold 61 butters, y'all, in the past week. They're going fast. I sold 51 to you, and then one of my family members bought 10 from me. I was like, 10? But I know what she's doing. She's giving some to my other cousin. So I was like, 10 butters? Okay. Hey, whatever you want. So there's still plenty left. I still have, I would say, roughly about 50 left. So if you haven't grabbed your jar of butter, there's still plenty left. And remember, y'all, we are about up to our Hebrew New Year. So I'm going to do something, maybe do a 25% off sale for about a week during our spring, which is practically here. I cannot believe how fast everything is moving. But I'm glad. I am really glad things are moving rapidly. I am. I'm grateful. And I hope we continue to stay out of the way of these Gentiles and not get involved in anything they got going on. We definitely need to stay on that path. Be ye separate for real. Jesse Prince, thank you so much for the super sticker and your support for my channel. So everybody, please enjoy the rest of your night. Tomorrow I will try, because I've been intending to put a few videos out. I will definitely do that tomorrow because there are more things I want to talk about. So good night, family. Good night, because it's getting kind of late where I am. And I really need the rest with all this stuff with the power outages. For like the last few nights, I have not slept well at all. So I'm going to try to get some good sleep in tonight. Thank you, Danielle, for the super sticker and your support for my channel. Yeah, and y'all don't forget Sunday, the clocks move forward. March 9th. March 9th, make sure you move your clocks forward. I mean, I know your cell phone and your computers do it automatically, but if you got any older clocks in your house like I do, I have to manually move my clocks forward. Some of them at least. Yes. Yes. And usually, y'all, every year something happens around the time of our New Year. So I will see what happens this year. It'll be very interesting. That's for sure. All right, y'all. Shalom, family.